Hi, let me guess. In 2020 you moved to a deserted island and never emotionally came back. How do I know? Well, because I for sure did. Heh. Of course, I am talking about the one and only Animal Crossing. Because in 2020, while the world was on fire, somebody appeared and just kindly said, "Hey bestie, wanna pay off a loan forever?" And of course the general reaction was, "Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Tom Nook." But now, let's talk about it. It was during the lockdown that Animal Crossing New Horizons became part, if not all, of our daily routine. You could fish, catch bugs, pay your loans, craft and much more. Yeah, sounds boring, right? And I get it. Well, that's actually because you understand nothing, you idiot. My god, I'm so funny. During lockdown, we couldn't see friends, hug family, and touch grass. But we could definitely do that in-game, as well as flying to each other islands. So Animal Crossing became group chats, therapy, mostly social life, but also an emotional support that was based on a raccoon that just wanted all of our money. But like, who cares when you can pay your loans while wearing a frog costume, right? Right? Back to the serious stuff. We celebrated birthdays, graduations, weddings sometimes. I remember somebody that God proposed to. It was a wedding proposal, I believe. I don't really remember. But still, people who had never seen each other simply started to hang out on Animal Crossing thanks to online communities. And it was just so wholesome. That was intimacy. But then, the craziness started. Let's talk about the villagers. Because at first we were all like, yes, I do love all my villagers equally. But that, my guys, was a lie, and a big one. Because then Raymond appeared. And not only him, there were a bunch of characters that were highly loved and wanted. But Raymond in particular, he was that one villager that 80% of the community wanted. And I kinda also wanted him. And I got him. But like, can you blame me? He's a cat with glasses, dressed in business casual. Not to mention when people made him wear maid dresses. That was something else. But you understand why people went feral. And everybody suddenly was like, I would sell my actual real home for this little guy. So obviously things got unhinged. Villagers weren't friends anymore. They were investments. If you went on Reddit, you could see posts about people claiming to sell Raymond for 400 Nook Miles tickets, which was actually crazy. Like 400 Nook Miles tickets are a lot of tickets. But fine, we just so happened to create a black market for cartoon animals. We were so thriving, my guys. But for those who didn't want to buy villagers, they had to go villager hunting. And that really was a full-time job. And also my favorite thing, since I unfortunately love gacha mechanics. Still, I would never spend actual money, so that was perfect. But also kind of frustrating. Island after island, it would be like, no, not this one. Why are you a clown? Why are there 3 gorillas? And when you ran out of tickets, that was tough. Because if you had a free spot for a villager on your island, but you didn't find your dream villager, Tom Nook would, and he would give you somebody you did not care about, maybe cold barreled. Yeah, crazy. And then, yes, how can we forget the Turnip Day? Every Sunday, trying to find the best price for your turnips. That was great. Like, we learned supply and demand. But jokes aside, Animal Crossing was not just a game. It was comfort and a way to maintain connections. Because when everything felt uncertain, our island stayed. And our villagers were there as emotional supports. And you could be 100% sure that someone, somewhere, was still selling Raymond for 400 tickets. But honestly, I missed that chaos. So, if Animal Crossing saved you emotionally, or ruined your sleep schedule, or both, I know it did for me. So we were in it together. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, consider subscribing. It is also my first video and I have no idea what I am doing, so that would help. Have an amazing week. Bye!